Well, back here at home, support for legalizing recreational marijuana use in the next election is picking up. Aaron Breen joins us from the newsroom with a closer look at this initiative and the latest concerns. Aaron?
Well, Kristen, when it comes to legalizing recreational marijuana, most people do have an opinion. And a statewide poll from March shows that about 60% of the voters surveyed actually support it. But another question has now been raised.
These are Sweet Mary Jane's edibles. What's with the Sour J?
Sour J looks phenomenal.
That question is not whether or not it should be legalized, but will we be ready if it is? John Packham is the director of public health policy up at UNR, and he says if legalized, there will be public health consequences, and we have not addressed them.
Youth access, adult dependence, exposure to secondhand smoke, and that conversation needs to take place quickly.
He says we should be learning from the states that have already wrestled with the very same issues.
We don't want to repeat what happened in those states, and that is there was really no funding for the development and implementation of public health regulations at the time those issues became law in their states. So they were put at a disadvantage that I would hate to see happen in the state of Nevada.
The initiative puts the responsibility on the State Department of Taxation. After all, that department would be the agency to set up a new industry, tax it at 15%, and collect that money, which they say would be used for implementation and enforcement, with any extra going to education. But so far, there have been no specifics on the regulations or the enforcement. And Packham fears a scramble after a vote approving it could impact us all.
I believe once the horse has left the barn, there will be no waiting. I think there will be a rush to see these establishments come into being. I think there will also be an appetite from a lot of lawmakers to realize some of that tax revenue that will come with the taxation of recreational marijuana.
Now, I have to tell you that I did leave a lot of messages with the State Department of Taxation today trying to get some answers there, but no one has called us back, at least not yet. Of course, we will bring you that side of the story as well when we hear from them. Covering Campaign 2016, Aaron Breen, Channel 2 News.